1. What up, everybody? This is Bills. That's ACG. We are the SkyBox podcast, bringing you the best of last week. So we're taking everything that happened, giving you all the best. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this show, regardless of where you hear it. So if you're listening to this through the podcast, we're available on Google, on Apple, it's basically everywhere.
Yep.
So listen there. Also, don't forget to check us out, the video on YouTube. Like and subscribe to follow the movement. All right. So with that being said, ACG, let's get into our first topic. Was this guy a MVP? Did we put him on our MVP list last week?
I think we might have.
That makes sense now. It makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So we're talking about James Harden being ruled out pretty much indefinitely due to injury. ACG, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean it's tough. I guess he's out with his hamstring, and they don't really know when he's going to be back. So yeah, it's a really tough loss for Brooklyn. Now I don't think they're the favorite to come out of the East. I actually like the Sixers if he doesn't come back. So that's a big blow.
Yeah, it's kind of like they were cursed. Did they ever have a game where they all three played together?
Rarely. Yeah, rarely.
And I feel like the injuries have just been following the whole time.
Yeah.
And as soon as somebody comes back, the other person's out, and something it's constant shuffle.
Yeah.
Like you said, I mean, I didn't quite pick them to come out in the beginning. I knew they were going to be formidable, but I don't even think they're that much now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they still got KD, Durant, and some shooters with them, but like I said, I don't see them. I don't know if they'll get past the Sixers. And if they do, they're going to be tired because they got to face either the Lakers or probably the Clippers. So if they did make it to the finals, how much would they be ready to go after probably going 7 with the Sixers? So
I think it's going to be 7 games. Regardless, whoever they face, if they get to the Eastern Conference Finals, whoever they face, they're going 7.
Yeah, definitely.
If not the first round, they may just end up going the first round.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I do want to see him back for at least if they could get past like the first or second round. I would like to see him back to just see all of them together because they got something special. But hopefully he gets well soon. Yeah,
for sure. So there goes our MVP candidate from last week, James Harden. This tradition is how many weeks have we been doing this? 10. So we had 10 straight weeks full of injuries for our previous week's MVP.
Yeah. And that was my hot take too from last week that none of our MVPs were hurt. So
yeah. All right. So next up we have Anthony Davis coming back from injury. ACG, what did you think about his first showing out?
I feel like overall he looked good physically. He wasn't gimpy. He was hustling, taking hard dives. He definitely missed a lot of easy ones, but I think that was just because he's just kind of getting the feel back of playing the game. He's been out for months now. So, I mean, he I'm not going to hold him to that. But as far as physically goes, he looked pretty good.
During the game, they kept saying, nothing could prepare you for the game except for the game, actually playing. Whether it's the bicycle, the swimming pool, playing scrimmaging, none of that's going to be the same.
Yeah.
So with that being the case, and the playoffs being it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks away, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
I'm wondering, AD is still trying to get his the wings, the wind underneath him. Mm-hmm. What happened with LeBron?
Yeah.
LeBron's gonna have that same trying to figure it out this is the wrong time to try to figure something out.
Yeah. That's true. But I mean, I feel like if any two players could do it, it's definitely LeBron. So
LeBron's right now in the hyperbaric chamber.
Yeah. Yeah, he's underwater right now.
Yeah.
It's attached to him. He's just waiting.
You know, the wrestling equivalent would be LeBron being out.
Yeah.
But then popping up doing the Undertaker.
Yeah.
But I'm talking Undertaker with the purple gloves.
Oh, okay, old school Undertaker.
the tightrope walking, top rope.
Yeah.
Forearm smash. That Undertaker.
Now he's remember the Matrix when they're in the little tube before that's where he is right now, getting built up.
Yeah.
They feed him all his nutrients through like a little suction thing, and it goes right into the.
He's like, I want to learn logo threes now. Yeah. So, and then on the other side, like looking at Brooklyn, like we were just talking before, Brooklyn's going to have the same problem where prominent star, actually, you got a prominent star, KD, coming back. KD's already kind of hitting his rhythm, though, so that's a little different there. But Harden, if and when he comes back, he's going to have the same process of trying to, like, get past the soreness, trying to get past, like, his win back.
Yeah.
Hopefully he's not like using this time to eat Cheetos and chili dogs like he was earlier in the year.
Yeah. But hey, yeah, that's the wrong time too to kind of, get back into the game and get reacclimated during playoff time. But the way it's looking, no one's going to be 100% come playoff time. It's going to be the remember in Space Jam when they were getting destroyed and they looked at the bench and they were all they were all busted up.
That's the NBA right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I tell you, because of this, more people are getting a chance to shine.
The others.
Like dudes who we know, like the announcers, even like as they're announcing, they have to still be like, who's this? What?
Yeah. And from hey, what college did he go to?
Yeah. He went to college? Oh yeah. So if anything, it's good practice for the role players to kind of get elevated a little bit, get some game time experience. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, yeah, it's looking rough.
Should be interesting.
All right. This next segment is my favorite, my personal favorite. Mm-hmm. Who's gonna get injured next, aka MVP standings as of right now. AG, who do you got next on the chopping block?
All right, I'm scared to answer this. I think I got to give it to first place. I got to give it to the Joker, Big Yoke. Yeah, and then I'm going with Embiid, number 2. Embiid, and then third, I'm gonna go with. See, I was gonna put Steph in there, but I'm gonna go with Dame because record-wise.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's tough. After I'm still going Embiid first. Like Embiid, I think he even came back and still like caught a stride. Like he's still up there.
Yeah.
I'm putting Steph number 2.
Okay.
I mean, for what he's been doing with no help at all, like he's playing 1-on-5 out there. He does have the greatest defensive player of all time on his team.
Yeah.
But he's pretty much 1-on-5 on the offensive side. So, and he's just putting up numbers consistently.
2K
I don't
number.
think it's going anywhere.
No. Yeah, I mean, the only reason I put my man Big Yoke up there is I think he's been the most consistent. Like you said, Embiid, he looked really dominant, on his first game back. But I mean, Big Yoke never missed a game.
Yeah,
and he's been putting up. Him and Embiid's numbers are pretty similar. And they're going back and forth. I give it the edge to Yoke just because this dude hasn't missed any games.
I think I gave it to Embiid maybe because he talks more shit. That's
Yeah, he's more noticeable. I feel like Yoke kind of goes under the radar a little bit.
Yeah,
because he's 7.
As much as the 7-footer can.
Yeah.
Yeah, my third, I'd say I put Dame at the third spot. It's interesting to look at just looking at it overall to see what the standings are. Like, I felt like the Trailblazers would have been higher, but it's just, I mean, it shows how competitive the West is right now.
Yeah. Yep.
So like the play-in game, all that's going to be a really, I mean, even more so than the Eastern Conference. Like that, the West, as almost always, the West Conference is going to be really, really interesting.
Oh yeah, it always usually is, and the East is kind of like, we know who's coming out the East. It's usually the West that are like, okay, we don't know.
I mean, that's because the like the 4th and 5th seed in the East are normally like, 41 and 41.
Yeah.
Like, could we get a team, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals who isn't under 500?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the Eastern Conference, people are going crazy about the Knicks.
Yeah.
And like, granted, Randall's balling out.
He is.
But it's still the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna be definitely interesting. Once the show, I have to plug the Heat, so don't sleep on the Heat. Had a couple setbacks. I think we're at in fourth place.
Fourth place in the East, yeah.
So we're about like one game over 500.
Yeah. That's like place in the West.
Yeah. It's 11th in the West.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll all right, prayers, blessings, gonna light some sage, pray to the Achilles, the gods of knees and Achilles, ankles. Hopefully everybody is able to make it through. Nobody slips on banana peels.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, and we kind of touched on it for a second. Stephen Wardell Curry going off. ACG, what do you think about what he's been putting up?
I mean, yeah, he's putting up 2K numbers. It's historic. So he was on an 11. I think it was an 11 game run where he scored over 40. He was above 50% in the field, and I think he was over 40 from 3 too. So that's ridiculous. So he's fourth. He's honorable mention in my MVP because of that.
Like, I feel like he needs to see. I know you remember way back the Love Sosa song, the intro.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, yeah. I need somebody to re-record that intro, but just talking about stuff.
Yeah. Create that.
He'd be with Draymond and them.
Yeah.